Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. HappyCattyCrypto here. For anyone that's new, my name's Jay. For anyone that's been here from the start, thank you for being here from the start, I guess. Thank you for listening to everything we've had to say, following the videos and keeping up to date with everything that's going on. So as you folks have asked, I will always answer. You wanted a video, here it is. Bite size, crunch size, so let's go for it. So my source of this information is direct, folks, okay? This is direct from Vegas and the two teams working on this. Now I'm in direct contact with Vegas. You can also jump in our Telegram group and at him, okay? He's a moderator inside our group. We're very blessed to have him as a moderator. Now, he's not always about, for obvious reasons, that they're working behind the scenes to implement this. Now, breaking this down, folks, okay? In my call this morning with Vegas and the two teams, it wasn't them that have executed these proposals. Now, one of the proposals are executed before the vote actually ends, and then everyone afterwards is not them, okay? So they've not attempted to execute this proposal yet. Why? Because they need to get the sequence coding right, double check everything, make sure they've got the full backing and support of Terra Labs and Duquan. We need the burn address tweeted out. We need acknowledgement from Terra Labs, as Orion Money has also acknowledged it. So once again, folks, I want to reiterate this. They have not sent the proposal yet, okay? They've not executed it. Someone has tried to execute it and change lines of code in the execution messages, and I'll leave a link in the description to the burn wallet's address where these messages are, and you can check the lines of coding yourselves and you can see that. So they're working on it in the background, like I said, and these things do take time. There's a lot of people working on this across the board, and yeah, it's very complicated. It's already been made very complicated already with the way that you have to submit these proposals and what happens if you submit a parameter change proposal. If it fails, I'm pretty certain from what I've been made aware of is that if it does fail, you're not actually able to vote for that again, ever. So that's also something to take in. Now the next steps, folks, are, like I've said, is to pressure, 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 and pressure Duquan, Terra Labs, and the Terra Labs Classic Twitter page they've made, which is specifically designed for LUNACLASSIC now. And it's the same with exchanges. We need to pressure them and show them that the community has spoken. One of the highest voting powers have voted yes towards this. And this is what the community wants. This is why the governance is put up. This is why things are built the way that they're built, is to be able to do this and have a say as a community. This is the whole point. You need to have a bag to vote. Now, I want to go over to a message on my Twitter, and this is from someone called Lokes. I have answered a few of Lokes' questions, and he's actually replying to me now, so excuse the noise. So he said, I don't get it still, so all the voting was for nothing. And I'm pretty much guessing that this is, as you can see, pretty much saying that we didn't need to focus on this proposal, and why did we vote for it to start with. Now, when this proposal got put up and I was put in contact with Muster, we was going to put Muster's proposal up, and then it was decided that putting two burn tax proposals up at the same time was too confusing for obvious reasons. And now this is where you create what's called a vote diversion. This is when all of the voting percentage then is diverted to two proposals that are proposing near the same thing, okay? We needed to see this one through. Why did we need to see this one through? Right, A, because there's a chance that it could work. B, they've still not executed it, so there's still a good chance it could work and will go through. Okay, folks, because it has passed. And the most important part about it is, and honestly, folks, I can't reiterate this enough, is not creating a diversion between the voting as it's going. Like I said, having two of these proposals up at the same time was just a recipe for disaster. It's too confusing to have two proposals for the same thing up at the same time. So it was agreed between Muster, Vegas, and all of the other teams working behind it that Musta's proposal would sit on standby until this proposal had been passed through, and we either get it passed or we get it failed. And we haven't seen that happen yet, folks. Okay, so there's plans, there's backup plans, and there's plans behind the backup plans, and we're always working in the background as much as we can. And I even stayed up for nearly 48 hours throughout this duration of days recently just to get the right information out to you folks. So once again, we need to make sure we're not creating a diversion between the community, and B, we're all on the same page at all times. Now, I'm going to put up another video going over proposal 4080, and I'll break that down and I'll explain why that's important. But please do go look at this tweet. You can check both the images that I've provided, and yeah, you can see for yourself. But the team have not attempted to implement the actual proposal they've written out. Another entity has attempted to do it multiple times, and it's failed because they're changing bits of the code to crazy kind of multipliers and stuff. And yeah, folks, stay safe out there. It's not financial advice, and yeah, be careful of scammers, doppelgangers, and WhatsApp accounts. That's never me. Catch you in the next one. Shloop.